Hey everyone, welcome back to another video, and today a little different one. I decided to sort of extend my channel a little bit and just do an extra thing on my channel, as well as the fragrances. It's not going to be too often, so it's a little bit more personal as well. I'm not getting into personal things, but it's a little more of a personal sort of videos now. I've got it written down because there's quite a lot to say. I'm trying not to make it very long. So I used to be, in my youth, very much interested in bodybuilding, strongman stuff, all that kind of thing. And right now I haven't done that since I was about 30. I'm like 45 now. Okay, 45. I am pretty unfit. I have had some issues with some car accidents, motorcycle accidents, things like that, so I'm not like 100% when it comes to be able to do sort of gym work and all that, but I can certainly do a fair bit. And you know, like you get to that point where you have these issues, and you get to about 40, 45, and you're not particularly fit anymore, and for your own issues, as well as your own laziness, which is another part of me. And you know, you struggle with life a bit, and I'm now struggling to find work. So I now have my parents, who are older now, living with me, and I look after them. So then I claim carer's allowance because I was made redundant 6 months ago, if not more. I was like, okay, they live with me anyway, I struggle to do both, so why not claim carer's allowance. However, then I'm restricted to earn anything above, I think it's 190 a month, so £190 a week, and you're even a pound over and they can take the whole thing off you for that week. So I've been struggling to find any work that's really going to give me 15 hours a week. I mean, come on. So that's sort of life. It is what it is. I might have to go back to work and say do nights, so I can juggle looking after them and work to get enough money. And it's you know, things start getting to you. But the one main thing is the health. Now I feel healthy. I've had checkups even after my motorcycle accident, or my like I still got a bad leg really, but all my vitals are fine. You know, I'm not lacking anything. All my blood flows good, even in my bad leg. I've had that checked multiple times. Everything seems to be alright. You know, I've not really got much in the way of issues. I'm just particularly unhealthy. I'm overweight and whatever. So I thought, you know, it's time to change. Now let's see what I got here. Time to change really. I thought getting back to the gym. I know now, with all that experience I had in my youth, I know my limits. I know how to start off where you haven't been there for a while. You know, it's gonna hurt for a while. You're gonna be sore and aching and all that for a fair bit until you get used to it. So I will say, when it comes to the videos, I'm going to do 1 or 2 a week, just to add a bit more to the channel, because it's not just this, but if I can get up to the point where I can sort of monetize my channel a bit, at least I might be able to get a bit of money rolling in. It ain't gonna be a lot, but a little bit of extra money in for just vlogging what I do a couple of times a week, like the gym for example, as well as my sort of fragrance videos. I'm going to have 1 or 2 fragrance videos a week and 1 or 2 sort of gym videos a week, and let me know in the comments later on once you watch this video what you think of what we're doing, what I will be doing. So let me think. Okay, so like I say, I had a good stint of where I was doing these sort of things for the weight training and that, and I'll put up a couple of videos, I'll put up a couple of pictures right now of me when I was 15, and well, I was 15 and I was 2 months, this is 2 months before I was 16. Okay, so this was like, it took at the sort of start of autumn, because my birthday is November. So I remember this was sort of towards the end of the 6 weeks holidays of school, so it was end of August-ish, somewhere around there. So it was about 2 months before I was 16. Okay, and I'd been to the gym probably a year and a half, something like that, working hard. And I know I look older in that picture, but I can guarantee you I was just close to the end of school time, like that. So yeah, 15 coming 16 there, and you probably see on the pictures I've got some muscle growing. Okay, and I was mainly inspired by sort of bodybuilding. So I'm a big fan of how the old school era looked, like, you know, like Schwarzenegger's era and Frank Zane and all that sort of thing, with the smaller waists, bigger arms and chests and that sort of thing. And you could probably see that in those pictures if you go back, where at smaller waist, and I was building my top half, my arms and shoulders were big, and get in there for my age at least. And I got to the point where I was natural, never took any drugs, like steroids and stuff, and I was natural. And I had at my peak I had a 32 waist, 48 chest, and I think one arm was sort of like 16 and a half, and then the other arm was like 17 inches, and that was natural. And I got to that point when I was about mid-20, sort of 24, 25. I've still got some foundation now. I've lost a lot of my shoulders. You see my shoulders on the flatter side. They're not quite. I've still got a bit of a chest, and still got a bit of an arm. You know, it's there. I've certainly got my forearms. Yes, my forearms are still quite chunky forearms. You won't see, but I've still got thick arms. So I've got a base, and over the last week or so I've been mainly training like my forearms, doing forearm exercises, getting those used to some training again, because no matter what you do, you're going to use a lot of your forearms, especially if you do back work and biceps and all that sort of thing. It's a lot of also your grip as well, your forearms. So I've been doing that for a little bit, getting at least my grip back up to sort of some strength again. So if I go to the gym, at least I'm not going to these are not going to be my weak point when I go in. But yeah, I've always kept the interest as well. I've always I follow it on YouTube now anyway. With YouTube that we've got now, I do still watch a lot of bodybuilding videos. I watch a lot of strongmen. You know, you got like Eddie Hall videos and all that kind of stuff, and I watch all those. So I've always had and still watch bodybuilders, strongmen, that sort of thing. It's always been like an interest of mine. Never really tell anybody. I've always just gone to the gym and did my own thing back then. Never really. I used to go and watch bodybuilding shows and all that. I don't go and do that now, but I might in the future if I get back into it again. But I want you to sort of think what you think of me doing this, and it'll be maybe one video in the week. So how I'm going in the week. I have to say a couple of trips to the gym and that in the week, and how I'm feeling about it, and then a video on the weekend, seeing how my week's gone and stuff, and how sore I feel. And then maybe once a month I'll put on hopefully how much the body weight I've lost, because I need to lose a fair bit of body fat and get that down. I won't go too much in detail of the diet right now, because it'll be on a more it's going to be have my protein, but I'm going to have like lower calorie to get the body fat down first before I then step it up a little bit. And I've always one of the main interests I've always had is nutrition. I've always been interested in nutrition and how new findings of nutrition comes along, and that was always a big thing for me. So I've got nutrition sort of down. I know what I should eat to maintain the muscle I've got now, while I'm restricting my calories and getting that body fat down. Now once I've got the body fat down to where I'm comfortable with it, then I'll increase the calories and protein and get the muscle back up as best I can at my age now. I'm not delusional. You know, like I'm 45, it's going to be harder to put muscle on. You have to eat a lot more protein to do that, and it's going to be it's certainly not going to be as easy or fast putting on size and muscle, and even losing weight than it used to be when you're younger. So I'm not delusional. I know that it's going to be a longer haul, but let me know what you think of me doing sort of over 40s weight training videos. Now I'm not going to do anything in the gym. I've never ever liked the thought of people taking cameras in to gyms and recording exercises. If it's out of hours and they're happy, like a gym is happy for you to do at 2 in the morning when there's nobody else in, yeah, fine, do that. But when it's busy people in the gym, and that, I think it's completely disrespectful, and you're just getting in people's way, you know. And you see these on YouTube where they people get a bit pissed off with people doing it, and yeah, if you're ever in that situation, there's equipment everywhere, and all you want to do is go and work out, and you got people recording and setting up stuff, and it's just annoying. Alright, when you, especially say if you're waiting to get on that machine or something, and they spend 10-15 minutes just setting up the cameras and stuff, and it gets in your nerves. I certainly would anyway. No one used to do that when I was weight training. So currently I've got free time while I'm trying to look for work, so I'm going to try and get to a point where I can at least monetize the channel and get a little bit of money back. Now I think you need 4,000 hours, watch hours, and I've got something like 1,500, so I ain't too far off, and adding a couple more videos a week to the channel, I mean, you ain't got to watch them, you know, by all means. There'll be a certain crowd will probably watch them, and there'll be a crowd that won't. That's fine. And I'm not going to stop doing the fragrance stuff. I might slow down on buying because I haven't got that much money anymore, but I can certainly still do a video or two a week. You know, top 10 sort of stuff, you know, playful things. Maybe talk, maybe do a review of the things I haven't done a review of yet. There's probably a dozen things I haven't done a review of yet that I own. So just trying to fill my channel up a bit, really. And since I've made the decision that I'm going back to the gym, why not sort of catalogue it and see how it goes. Now after the first year of going to the gym and catalysing, whatever. So right at this point, I'm going to make a video to keep and not put up on YouTube of me, say, with no top on and showing you what I look like now, and then I'm going to keep that video for 12 months, and then I'm going to make another video with my top off in 12 months time, and I'm trying to see the difference. And then at the end of 12 months I'm going to make a video of like the progression of what 12 months does as someone who's committed to working out and improving their health, certainly at my age. Well, like I say, each week will be just a couple of videos just updating how things are going, and maybe at the end of each month I'll put a body weight on there. Maybe I will, maybe I'm not. I'll see how it goes. it won't be like I started at this weight. It'll be just this is how much I have lost in body weight, but I won't put the actual body weight on because I want to leave that to the last in 12 months time, and see how shocked people are how very much maybe I've lost, hopefully. And as I say, I have got a idea of what I want to, the nutrition that I want. So yeah, I'm going to spend this weekend sort of getting my gym membership on. It's only £20 a month. It's nothing, is it? £5 a week, and I can train there as much as I want. And it's a 24-hour gym as well. It's by me, so I can go early in the morning, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning if I want to, and there's nobody there. Or if I want to go at 2 in the morning, you know, I can go at 2 in the morning when there's nobody there. I like it when it's sort of empty and I can just go and pick up machines. You know, you ain't waiting for people, or there ain't idiots with the mobile phones on, or like the camera setups and all that. You know what I mean? I'm more of an introvert, so I like peace and quiet. So that's the sort of thing I'm looking at, and I'd like opinions of whether you would like watch that or not. You may or may not. And you know, so I'm not changing the channel overall. I'm just sort of adding a second thing to the channel, so it's not just fragrances, but it's fragrances and over 40 sort of working out health sort of thing. So let me know what you think, because I'm going to do it. I have to do it. I need to improve my health. Say I'm not unhealthy in the sense of sick. But if I carried on the way I'm going, it may go that way. So let me know in the comment section. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up. Anything you want to say, just leave it in the comment section, and then hopefully I'll see you again soon on the next video, which I'll probably do either one in the middle of the week when I've been to the gym for a bit, or just leave it till the next weekend and then see how we go from there, and probably do a couple of videos a week thereafter. We'll see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon on the next one.